It's going live. Oh, I got to. It's fine. All right, let me. Hello, everyone. Sorry we're running a few minutes late. Give me a second here to post this up real quick. Make sure it's actually working. Where are we at? There it is. Let's see. There you are. No glasses on the thumbnail. Oh, I got to turn the volume down. That's going to confuse me.
You should.
There we go. Okay. Where's this thing? There it is. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Copy that. Alright. Do this. See. That's one post. Give me 1 second here. Gotta do 2 more quick posts. You're like, ooh. One here. I'm 4 more posts actually. I'm sorry. I made a mistake. Scroll down. That's 2. Then Nerd Bar, Pins Pack, Syndicate. Sorry guys, sorry for the not paying attention to anything, but I don't think anybody's showing up yet anyway. So I think we're safe. Post. Almost there. Come on now. Post. 1 more. 2 more. 2 more. 2 more. Come on, come on.
2 more.
Come on, come on. Feel it, feel it.
What's the other one?
Feel the vibration. I'm going to put it in the greatest toy group on earth, because I actually kind of like that page too. Josh Pence already approved my post in the Syndicate Toy Hunters. Thanks, Josh. And we're here. All right. JCC 2224. Yo, I can actually watch it this week. I was working an awful 6 p.m. to 2:30 a.m. shift last Sunday.
Sounds awful.
That is an awful shift. Where do you work? Okay, so here's the stuff we have to talk about this time. Turn up your sound. This is as high as it goes, dude. What's up, Josh? What's happening? That's as high as it goes.
Yeah, we're not using a microphone.
I'm not using a microphone. It's just coming off my iPhone. So we'll try and talk loud. Is that okay, Jamie? Can you hear? Josh Pence is in here. What's up, buddy? Okay, so here's the stuff we have to talk about this time around. Josh Pence says everything sounds good. Okay, so we want to talk about the San Diego Comic-Con Real Ghostbuster set that just got revealed. We want to talk about the Grandmaster Collector 2-pack and how kind of disappointing it is. And what was the other thing? Oh, the Marvel Legends hitting in the Philippines already.
Yeah.
Okay, Jamie Demeter says yes, it sounds good now. Jaren's back from Michigan. He picked up the Black Suit Spider-Man and Kraven pack this week, I believe. Josh Pence has one question. Is it to give out your phone number? Because I'll do it. JCC2224 says, I work at Big Lots. Whole time I was just working on shelves and building furniture. It was awful, but hey, it was money. Money is good. Is it do? I don't know what that means. Are you getting out of collecting Ghostbusters? I heard that through the grapevine. Yes, I'm selling everything. I'm out. I'm out on everything. This is actually our live stream to say that we're done. We're done with all things. Everything you see is for sale. Just like I'm getting out of Mythic Legions. I heard that. I heard you were getting out of Mythic Legions. I heard you're only doing basketball cards now. That's it. You want nothing else. Sup, my favorite triplets from one guy saying, sending good vibes your way, and we're receiving good vibes and sending them back to you. Okay, so what's up, Keaton and Blaze?
Hey.
Hey, it's cool. Just don't include me. I'm cool with that. JCC says, yeah, I just ordered Mythic Legion's Pixis on BBTS, so stoked. My buddy Chris got Pixis, and I checked it out, and it looks really awesome. That was the other thing was Paul Rudd and Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters 2016 and Batman Forever are the best movies that follow up on television as Batwoman, the upcoming show. Jamie is going hard with the choices. Jaron says, I hope you enjoyed the Facebook video. I did, dude. It was cool. Josh Penn says, anyways, how the heck are you guys? Can actually watch the stream for a few this time. That's awesome, dude. I appreciate it. We're all doing good, right?
Doing good.
We're all doing good.
Great.
We did some yard work today, so I'm a little bit tuckered out. I think I pushed too hard, but that's okay. You know, I get one day off a week and I have to squeeze yard work into that day. So it's like, you got to do it, even though it was like 9,000 degrees outside. AJ says, I just got Marvel Universe Galactus figure. It is huge. I had that figure. It's sitting right over there. Which version did you get? Did you get the classic comic colors or like the more modern comic colors, which was like a dark purple and blue, like metallic purple and blue?
Yeah, something like that.
I think something like that. Which one did you get? You look just as flustered now as you did yesterday. I'm always flustered. I operate at fluster. So my gas tank, it's E or F for fluster. Modern. Oh, you got the modern one. That's awesome, dude. That one's kind of tough now. Most people, when it was first coming out, they were going more for the classic one. But now the modern one, I think, actually goes for more money than the classic one does. I think because the classic one had 2 releases, both at San Diego Con and in the regular boxed at stores, and the modern one only had just the one. So, okay, the real Ghostbusters San Diego Comic Con set. What are you guys currently hunting for, retail stores or in general? What are we hunting for?
I'm just kind of buying whatever comes in at the toy department now.
Yeah.
I'm not hunting for anything new. Like, this week I picked up some Black Series and the new Mythic Legion figure.
Well, it's funny. His mom, my wife, she's always like, okay, you need to save some money. Don't spend it all on toys. And like 5 weeks in a row now.
Yeah,
I
haven't
like,
come home with money from work.
Nothing but toys. You've just been like, I'm just gonna get a bunch of toys today.
Yeah, I just do trade.
I gave you Black Series yesterday.
Yeah.
I thought you were out of Black Series.
No, I'm only buying the Empire Strikes Back guys.
That was Josh Pensos.
Oh, right, yeah, he's not a Black Series.
All right. It cost a lot. My dad bought it because he loves DC and Marvel. That's awesome, dude. JCC says, I'm looking for the new ML Rescue and War Machine and the Siege Reflector. So far, no luck. I didn't even know Reflector was out. Why the different head sculpt on the Grand Master? Should have had the smiling Goldblum face on both packs. I kind of agree with that. Josh Penn says, oh good lord. Jaron says, all I've been buying is toys with my paychecks. Hey, man, I do the same thing. I pay bills and I buy toys.
Is there anything you're looking for in
That's it.
stores currently?
You know, we don't really go hunting that much. I just pre-order everything now. Like, I'm just like, if I can't get it at the comic shop and I can't pre-order it on either Amazon or Hasbro Pulse, I just don't get it.
Mm-hmm.
And you
know,
get
like,
my things.
Yeah, and you get your stuff from me. I mean, it's like you got a job. You help out in the yard sometimes. That's all you got. So, yeah, that's about it for us. That Ghostbuster display looks great. Hey, Toy Bills is here. What's up, dude? Yeah, that's one of my Proton packs back there. I have another one up here. I have like a Ghostbusters 1 version and a Ghostbusters 2 version. And eventually, this will get replaced by a slime blower. The guy that made this pack is making a slime blower. And that pack will go into a case that's up there. So I've got 2 cases by our TV. And the slime blower will be inside this case behind me. Okay. Let's see. I need Hulkbuster Iron Man. Which Hulkbuster Iron Man?
The 2-pack one?
The 2-pack? Yeah, with
Yeah.
Hulk? That one? Iron Bison says sometimes drugs seems like the more reasonable choice than toys. No, it's not, kids. Okay? Don't do drugs. My paychecks are 50% college savings and 50% toys, basically. You're very responsible.
Yeah,
You're 50% responsible.
I could be 50% responsible.
Get out, though.
Let's see. What do you think of Paul Rudd being cast in Ghostbusters 3? All right, we'll go ahead and get into that before we get into the Diamond Select Ghostbusters pack, since you brought it up. I'm excited about Paul Rudd in Ghostbusters 3. I love Paul Rudd.
Yeah,
I think he's hilarious.
Yeah.
He seems like a super nice guy in real life. I think he's a great Ant-Man. I enjoy him in pretty much everything I've seen, man. He was great in Anchorman. So I'm all for it. And it's never even confirmed that he is a Ghostbuster in the movie.
Yeah.
Like so far, I think everything I've read said plays a teacher in the movie,
Which
could end up
yeah.
being a Ghostbuster later on, because I mean in the first movie they're college guys, you know, they work with the college, and they become Ghostbusters. So it could be a thing of the original Ghostbusters are kind of still around, and Paul Rudd becomes a Ghostbuster later on in the movie. I don't know. I do love Paul Rudd though. So, and I loved his announcement that he actually went to the firehouse
really cool
and filmed himself in front of the firehouse to announce he was in the movie. That's really cool. I really hope it's called Ghostbusters 3.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. Because right now, everyone's saying the working title is just Ghostbusters 2020. Kind of like New Halloween was just Halloween 2018.
Yeah.
You know what
he was hilarious in the 40-year-old version. What's that?
Ron.
Ron?
He should be called Ron.
Why should he be called Ron? Oh, Ron Alexander?
Yeah.
That's Chevy Chase, though. That's Chevy Chase's character. Speaking of Ghostbusters, Transformers Ghostbusters issue 1 came out this week.
And we all got
We all three got it, and we all three loved it.
It was so much fun. Like,
It was
Yeah,
so
it was great.
cool.
it was so cool.
For anybody that hasn't checked it out yet, it's a good crossover. It's done by the guys that usually do the Ghostbusters comic, which are Eric Burnham and Danny Schoening. And it kind of, if you're a Transformers fan, you'll recognize where the story starts as kind of the beginning of the Transformers cartoon series, and then it kind of diverges from the Transformers cartoon series by the arrival of a character from the Ghostbusters universe that kind of makes things change. And then there's a character that's part of the Autobots that ends up becoming part of the Ghostbusters universe. I won't spoil anything, but so far that first issue was really good, and it has me excited for the Ectotron toy, which GameStop just charged me for and is going to show up this week. I'm super excited about that. This week, Ectotron is going to show up. Let's see. I'm going to catch up here. Toy Bill says the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles said eat pizza and don't do drugs. That's very true. Unless, of course, you're trying to get an R2 projector off of your friend, and then you just go ahead and you load him up on as much stuff as you can to get him to say yes to giving it to you. Wise words from Toy Saves. Wednesday, Paul Rudd was the best in Friends. Paul Rudd was Harrison for your Vulgent. I'm caught up on that. Hey, hope there's enough battery power today. Waves high. There is not. There's not. I'm at like 80%, so it's going to be 80% of a usual live stream. That's why I'm trying to talk faster than normal, because it's going to run out. So if I miss your comment, I'm just trying to bear it through.
Does your battery run out pretty fast?
Live streaming like this,
okay.
It lasts for like an hour. Pence says, I found more Black Series today I forgot to bring in. Bring them next week, dude. I'll see you next Saturday. I do like the idea of Rudd as a Ghostbuster, but I hope we don't stray into just casting the obvious comedians such as Jack Black, Kevin James, Seth Rogen, etc. I want different choices. I agree with you, Iron Bison, and the real focus for me in the movie is bringing back the original Ghostbusters. I understand that this movie's probably what they're trying to do is have the old guys there, but also introduce a new core cast of characters that can carry the franchise forward past here. But I want the focus to be on those original characters. Kind of like, I don't know a good example really now, because they didn't do it well with Star Wars.
Yeah, well, going to the second movie, the first movie did it okay.
Did it okay with Han,
but
but
trying to think, yeah.
kind of Star Trek 2009 with Spock,
Yeah,
but that was
that's
kind of about it,
of.
you know? Okay, Toy Bells laughs. This is true. Hashtag Toy Saves. AJ says, I'll be seeing y'all live in Columbus, Ohio. I'm going to try to get to your store. Hey, cool. We're actually in Cincinnati. Oh, you live in Columbus. Come on down then, dude. Paul Rudd was great in that one superhero movie. What was it? Bug Boy. Oh, yeah. I think it was Bug Boy. It was Bug Dude. Bug Dude. When are you guys seeing Spider-Man, if you are, that is? I don't know. You know, I haven't really been, other than Mysterio, we haven't been, like, super jazzed by the trailers.
Yeah, and the trailers give away everything.
They kind of do.
I don't see
I feel like
any
I've seen the movie.
Yeah, I mean, we'll I don't know if we'll see it at the theater. We may end up going maybe to the drive-in type of deal, if there's, like, a double feature where Gracie wants to see the first movie and she'll fall asleep and the rest of us can stay
I'll
up.
fall asleep too,
You'll probably fall asleep, too. I don't know if we'll go to the movie or not to see that one. I don't know. We'll see. Are you going to go see Far From Home, as we were just talking about? Ant-Man 3 will be a thing. I hope Ant-Man 3 is a thing. I love the first two.
For now.
Yeah.
I love the first two. Carter's Toy Hunter says, what's up, everybody? What's up, dude? Ant-Man 3. Yes, I'd be down for Ant-Man 3. I think Mysterio is older Peter. That's a good theory. That's not bad. Okay, so we did Paul Rudd.
Yep.
Let's talk about the real Ghostbusters set at San Diego Con from Diamond Select Toys. Even though I'm giving up on Ghostbusters merchandise, I'm calling it quits. I'm just kidding. I'm not actually calling it quits. So they're doing a set at San Diego, 2 sets at San Diego Con, which kind of bums me out a little bit because it's like, did you have to do 2 box sets in 1 year?
Theirs are pretty easy to get at GameStop though, aren't
They are,
Oh,
but
that's a lot of
it's a lot of money is the problem. So the first set is a movie set of the 4 Ghostbusters all slimed.
Okay.
So it's got all of them in slimed attire. And the kind of the bummer of the group is that it looks like the Peter Venkman that's in the set is the exact same slimed Peter Venkman with that crazy weird head sculpt they did on him. I would have much preferred if they'd have done the regular head sculpt slime, just like all the other figures in the set had their regular head sculpts with slime. And that set's $100.
You might be able to skip that set since it doesn't happen in the movie.
I'm kind of down with skipping that set. I mean, they all have slime on them at one point in the movie, it seems like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or at least most of them do. Maybe not Winston, but when they show up and Winston gets hired, they have some
that's
slime
true.
on their outfits. That set's $100, and it's 4 figures I basically got. It's the previews exclusive one though, so I have a feeling that one will show up in previews. I don't think they're going to sell out
the comic shop.
Yeah, they said the number on it is 1,984, relating to 1984 when the movie came out. But hopefully that will be at the comic shop, and I'll be able to order that one with a comic shop discount. The other one I'm way more excited about is a real Ghostbusters set. This one's awesome. So it's the Citizen Ghost set, and for those who aren't familiar with the real Ghostbusters cartoon, there was an episode called Citizen Ghost. And that episode took place directly after, well, most of the episode did. It's sort of an interview with Peter, and they kind of tell where Slimer came from. But most of the episode takes place right after the close of the 1984 Ghostbusters movie. Like, they show up at the firehouse, and the firehouse is kind of destroyed. They're wearing the tan outfits. They're covered in marshmallow stuff. They come in, and they're talking about how they're going to have to get rid of the uniforms because they're soaked up so much PK energy. And Janine says, well, I've just ordered you guys these new uniforms, and they've already showed up, and that's how they get their multicolored uniforms that are in the show. Peter is supposed to destroy the uniforms. Instead of doing that, he's just does a Peter, and he just leaves them down in the basement near the containment unit, which has a crack that they haven't found. And so then the real Ghostbusters get kind of soaked, the suits get soaked with this energy that's seeping out of the crack, and they become spectral Ghostbusters. So there's like specters inside those suits. So this pack at San Diego Con is those figures. They've taken the 4 real Ghostbusters figures, done the heads in green, plastic, translucent, whatever it is, and then the suits have the marshmallow on them. They look spectral. And then also in the set is another Stay Puft with a different head sculpt that looks angrier, which I'm kind of bummed about. I don't really need another Stay Puft.
Yeah.
That's kind of a bummer that it's in the set and you're stuck paying for it. But then the other one in the set is the blue Terror Dog, which in the cartoon there was an appearance of a Terror Dog and he was blue. So it's like a translucent.
Like other dimension.
Yeah, so it's like a translucent blue Terror Dog, and I'm cool with that one because they probably were looking for a way to do the blue Terror Dog, but didn't want to do it as a regular release. So that squeezing it into the set was probably the best way to do it. Squeeze it, big dub. Yep. Squeeze it. So he squeeze it into the set. That's what they probably were like watching one of his videos, and they said, should we put the Terror Dog in? And they said, squeeze it. Squeeze it. So they got him in the set, and so the whole set on that is $120. That's not too bad when you consider it's 6 figures. So it's like $20 a figure, or you're paying for the 5 figures and you get Stay Puft for free.
And it's a good way to like get those figures out of the way. It's not a whole nother 2 layers of figures.
Totally.
Yeah.
I would have much prefer them doing this than wasting waves trying to do these as single releases or something like that. Now that one's GameStop, and I'm hopeful that I can just go to GameStop and buy it, or they'll pre-order on GameStop, because I will buy that set. If I have to choose between them, I'm going to buy that set.
That set's awesome.
That set is awesome. Sometimes GameStop runs sales too.
Yeah.
So if it sticks around at GameStop, there's a good chance that later on I'll be able to get extra sets for cheaper. I'm going to get caught up here. I think MCU is giving every character team a trilogy besides Avengers. They got 4. JCC, that sounds pretty much right. AJ says in comics he's bad, in movies he's good. I'm so confused. Oh, Mysterio? Yeah, that is confusing. I think they're playing some games with those trailers. Robert Justin Fan says, only SDCC thing I like is the Flash Gordon. Flash Gordon? I'd like to see his Flash Gordon. What Flash Gordon are you talking about? And the NECA AVP Batman Predator, yeah, I would have liked to have gotten those too. Real Ghostbusters airs in 86 or 87. I believe it started in 86. I'm pretty sure. SDCC is going to be rough. Yeah, Josh, I'm going to have to, like, stop myself on certain things. Like, I got to really judge and go, if it's a hassle, I don't need it. That's my philosophy with a lot of stuff right now. It's like, if it's a hassle, I don't need it. The good Real Ghostbusters without the stupid monkey. Hey, Filmation Ghostbusters isn't that bad. JCC says, I want the SDCC collector, but I passed on all the other exclusives. I wasn't down to stress myself out on the Neck Turtle stuff again. Me too, man. I didn't even try for the Neck of Turtles, and it felt so good.
Yeah,
it really felt good.
They're going to be at GameStop,
They're going to show up at GameStop. They're going to show up.
Target or wherever.
Yeah. Didn't someone die and get fired last SDCC? If they died, did they have to get fired? I can bring the store my boxed Marvel Universe figures. I have 8 of them. Bring them on over, dude. Big Chief Studios, Flash Gordon. Okay, I got you. Big Chief Studios, yeah.
Great.
Big Chief does awesome stuff, man. They do really cool figures.
I'm actually interested in that Flash Gordon, too. That's a really cool figure.
Or is there going to be a Dragon Ball Figure Arts exclusive at San Diego? I didn't even know there was one. See, I'm not up on the Dragon Ball Figure Arts stuff, so that's kind of different to me. Let's talk about the SDCC Collector Grandmaster set, since JCC just brought it up. So, we are already getting Grandmaster in a 2-pack.
With Korg, who everybody wants.
Everybody wants that pack.
Definitely.
And it's coming out, like, in the next couple months.
Mm-hmm.
So that pack is going to be hitting right around the same time as the San Diego pack, which has Collector and another Grandmaster with a smirking head and, like, a blue pile of goo.
Which...
Well, Cosmo.
There's no Cosmo.
No,
that's
just
not the packaging.
That's a picture on the box. It
We
looks
all
pretty.
thought, when we saw the packaging, like, oh, cool, Cosmo's in it. But it's just a part of the packaging.
Oh,
it's
why
not
would
even
they
like
do that
he's not
even?
even in it. So that's a big bummer. That no Cosmo. So we're gonna get back to that. I'm gonna answer these questions real quick. How'd you feel about a third Tim Burton Batman film as an animated film or a comic? I would
I
love
wanted
it.
that comic to happen.
I wanted that comic to happen.
The art looked great. Like the
Somebody was pitching that comic to DC and they didn't go for it, and it's super dumb they didn't. 4, that is ridiculous. It's gonna be worse than NECA, LOL. Is there any online pre-order for the Figure Arts ones, or is it like only there? Are you gonna film at SDCC? That'd be cool. I've never been to SDCC, so I'm not gonna be able to film there. Make Josh Pence go, and he'll film. This set. I'm so happy you're not sleeping today. Thumbs up. Hey, thumbs up to you, dude. So the set, it's kind of weird that they're doing a set with Grandmaster at the same time that Grandmaster's coming out with Korg, because everybody wants Korg, so everybody's gonna get Grandmaster.
The Collector's just, I don't think he's unnecessary.
Why didn't they just do Collector by himself? That's what I don't get. Like
they have all these movie figures coming out this year. They have
If you're scared of doing Collector at retail by himself, or if you don't have a good way to do a 2-pack with him, why are you doing him in a 2-pack with a figure that's coming out pretty much that same month? I don't know. I don't get it. It seems like it's a kind of an odd pack, and the only selling point is a Collector. And how many people obviously somebody, I can't remember who said it on here. Obviously somebody on here is going to buy it because they want a Collector. But how many people are buying that pack? They're going to pony it up and go for it to get Collector and then be stuck with 2 Grandmasters, basically. I like Grandmaster, but do we need 2 of basically the exact same figure in the same month?
That's one that I feel like will sit around on Pulse for a while.
Yeah, I'm really curious to see how the Hasbro Pulse sale goes. Mm-hmm. This is the first year of Hasbro Pulse instead of Hasbro Toy Shop. Hasbro Toy Shop is always a nightmare, so I'm hopeful that Hasbro Pulse handles things a little better. They're already doing something cool at Hasbro Pulse for San Diego Con, kind of the total opposite of what Mattel's doing for San Diego Con. Hasbro Pulse, for their premium members, they said you could apply for a reservation spot for a line at San Diego. So if you get the reservation spot, you go up at a certain time at Hasbro Pulse booth and you just get your stuff. There's no waiting in line, none of that stuff. You just go up and get your stuff and leave, which is awesome.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it. That is so much better than buy it online, prove you're at the show, walk away with nothing, and we'll mail it to you later, which is Mattel's way of doing it. Don Thomas, the Time Lord, says, what is the best app to use for live streaming for Android? I don't know, dude. I got an iPhone. AJ Urban says, can y'all do figure collection, your sons and yours? Sure. One of these days we'll do it. No problem, dude. Jaron says, I'd really like to get the Infinity War Iron Man and Iron Spider-Man 2-pack. So excited for the day it goes on pre-order. Yeah, what is up with some of the pre-orders?
I don't know. Was there something up with it, or?
They showed like the pictures for like the cap with the bike and the 80th cap, 80th floor, and the Colossus Juggernaut 2-pack, and all these things, and then they showed the Wolverine Hulk again, and none of those things have a pre-order yet.
I heard like around SDCC, but
That's
that
so
could
weird.
yeah, that is weird, but
Yeah.
It's so weird, man. Will you ever do a room tour again? Love always what happened on the Snake Mountain thing. Yeah, I will do a room tour again. Everything's kind of in flux right now because we're getting our sewing room going for Bobby, and like everything's kind of moving around. But I will definitely do another room tour once I have everything set up to the point where I think it looks good. And what do you mean for the Snake Mountain thing? You talking about the Super 7 pre-order? Do you guys still have your Master Universe Classic Collection? We still have a few of them floating around, but not really that much. We got kind of burnt out. Oh, the whole group of us did, and then our collecting focuses went every which way. So we don't have that much anymore. I still have my movie ones for sure, and the movie customs. I always love the movie stuff. Grandmaster was a stupid fic for San Diego Comic-Con. Should have been MCU Howard the Duck. Oh my gosh, that's
been good.
genius.
Yeah, that would have been because
That is genius.
That works as the normal Howard the Duck too.
Yeah. That's a great idea. It should have been the Collector with Howard the Duck and Cosmo. That'd have been the way to do it. That would have been a great pack.
Yeah.
Instead of being stuck with the second Grandmaster. I was thinking that it might have something to do with the fact they want to get money out of the Grandmaster mold. Because he's a unique sculpt. He's only in the 2-pack. But if you're going to do that, wait until the next year.
Mm-hmm.
That way, somebody's not buying a Grandmaster, 2 Grandmasters within a span of 2 months. Hulk and Wolverine 2-pack is up for pre-order on the GameStop website. Yeah, exactly. That's the only one that's up, though.
Yeah.
Like, they haven't put up anything else from the 80th line for pre-order yet, which I think is super weird.
I want that.
New Master 69, a.k.a. Deadpool. That's pretty smart. I need to get that SDCC Figure Arts Golden Frieza. Thanks a lot, Josh Prince. Yeah. Josh has a way of spending other people's money. Good job, dude. Thanks a lot, man. Aren't there little... Nate Plowman says, aren't they little cardboard cutouts, Cosmo and Grandmaster's chair? To have those as plastic diorama pieces almost make it worth it trying to get. Yeah, they're just like cardboard things inside the packaging, which is weird. Like, it seems like a very cheap move to just make it part of the packaging. We were all excited about the Cosmo.
Yeah.
I want
And
that
then it's like,
Cosmo.
oh, it's just that. Yeah, you're very good at that. So the other thing to talk about was the stuff hitting the Philippines already.
Yep.
So both the X-Men Retro Wave and the Build-A-Figure Wendigo Wave have already started hitting in the Philippines, which means that stuff is probably right online for that August 1st shipping date that has Repulsal's listing. So we should be seeing those in like a month, because July 1st is tomorrow. The one thing I did notice in the sets, or two things actually, were that they engineered Cannonball to pop off of that flaming stand.
Yeah.
So usually, which is weird, usually with a Marvel Legend, the torso, and okay, I'm gonna make some hand signals here, and don't you guys be dirty with things, okay? Don't get dirty minds. Usually it's that the torso's like this, right? And the waist joint has the part that's in here like this, right? So, but for Cannonball, it's reversed. So he has a peg that comes out of the bottom of his torso and plugs into the flame base. So they engineered a new torso joint just so that it would be able to plug into that base and then pull off of that base. Instead of being like where it's the usual torso joint where it would just snap around the peg. So they went to the trouble of engineering that to make it pop in and out of that base. But they didn't include anything for it to pop onto after you pop it off the base. So it's like, yeah. I don't get why they would do that unless they were planning to give us legs later on.
Will that still fit in the Shatterstar?
I'm gonna make it.
Okay.
I'm gonna make it fit.
But it's not.
I'm just
fit
gonna
on normal.
just shove them together until they finally go together. If I have to Scotch tape it
Yep.
and like
Or
staple it,
something.
I'll staple it all around. I'll be like, hey, it's a custom. So what I'm gonna plan on doing actually is I'll probably cut the Shatterstar right at the because I'm using Shatterstar legs. In case I didn't say this before, I got an extra Shatterstar because the outfit is really close from the waist down for Cannonball. And I know this is a fruitless endeavor. Like I'm gonna do this and they're gonna show the legs on some other figure.
Yep.
It's gonna happen. So, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna chop it off and it should leave a little hole there at the top of the waist joint, and I'll hope to widen it enough that I can plug that Cannibal torso onto there. I'm gonna get caught up. Don't collect the SH figure arts from Robert Justifans, but I think I saw Jim Lee Batman. It looks sweet. Also accompanied the McFarlane Spidey. You saw that Batman,
Yeah,
and it does look really
looks
cool.
Awesome.
The Hush Batman. figure arts.
didn't
I don't
show
think you
him.
saw. Yeah, you didn't see it. It's a cool figure, and Hush is one of my favorite Batman
That might
stories
be
of
the
all time.
Mafex
That's
figure
awesome.
that gets me.
Yeah, I have the Mafex Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Do I have that? Is
Yeah,
that what I have?
that's-
Okay.
yeah.
What company did McFarlane Spidey? That was Toy Biz that did the McFarlane Spidey, and it's actually not a McFarlane Spidey. Wait, you might be talking about two
I think
different
he's
things.
talking about the Mafex.
Yeah. Okay, so there's two different things you might be talking about. There's the figure that everybody calls McFarlane Spidey.
Bless you.
Thank you. There's a figure that everybody calls McFarlane Spidey, and that is actually a Toy Biz Spider-Man Classics figures that is actually based on J. Scott Campbell art, not McFarlane art, but everybody calls that McFarlane Spidey. The other thing you might be talking about is the Mafex Spider-Man, which kind of is a little bit like Todd McFarlane art, but it's more in line with Mark Bagley art and a little bit of Eric Larson in one of the heads. So it's kind of a hodgepodge, the Mafex design. It's really just 90s Spider-Man. Anti-Agent Venom and Big Time Spider-Man on BBTS for pre-order at 88th line. I did forget about those. You're right about those. Those are both up. Big Time Letdown Spider-Man.
Yep.
Sherman's Prime.
Yep.
Any word on Mondo Mr. Freeze? I have that Batman. I don't know what's going on with that Mondo Freeze. I think he looks way better than the Batman, though. I think he looks awesome. I really, really love that Freeze. All right, here we go.
Bill
Ian
Tack-
says, what?
I was saying hey to Bill Tackett's one.
Bill Tackett attacked it. Ian Van. Yep. What's up, Ian? Did you know that there was going to be a musical based on the Tim Burton Batman films? They made some songs before it was canceled. There's a whole song based on where he gets those wonderful toys. I hope you're not joking with me right now, because I got to find out more about that. As long as not singing Prince Batman thing. I love the Prince Batman album. I really love it. I listen to it all the time. Bill Tackett says, hey boyos, no extra cannonball is a bummer, in my opinion. It is a big bummer.
Yeah, it is.
It's a huge
it's a
bummer.
dumb decision.
It's
like,
a really dumb decision.
Yes.
Like, it's a paperweight. You can't do anything with that figure.
You can't really pose that.
You can't.
You have to just keep it in its position going up.
Any kind of figure photography you want to do with him, like a group shot with the team, he's always just like, "Rah!" blasting off. It's like, whoa, calm down, Cannonball. Dude, just like, can you sit still for a second, man? I got to do something about that. I got to get him on some regular legs, because I want just Cannonball hanging out with everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
really
what if they
lame.
just want to get lunch? Like, what if my figures just want to go get a pizza?
You'd have to get
And
fast
he's
food.
just like always like
Yeah.
blasting off. Yeah, Taco Bell.
Yeah.
All right. Penn says favorite Marvel Legends in your collection. Whoa.
Mine's either the Ghost Rider from the Rider's Wave or the Cyclops from the
a
Cyclops
good
Dark
one.
Phoenix 2-pack.
Okay, that's a good one. What do you got?
I like all of
You like all yours? You don't have a favorite?
them. No, I put
Dang,
all
dude.
mine all the time.
That's a tough call. I'm kind of looking around.
I want that Cyclops though.
That's a tough
It's
It's
call,
impossible
dude.
now though.
I'm gonna say probably the brown costume Wolverine. Like that was
That
such
was
a
really
great
fun.
figure.
Yeah, it is a great figure, and that's what got me back into Legends.
Yeah,
in the
like
first
that's a
place.
really
I played
great
that one
figure.
a lot.
All right, where am I at? I don't know where I'm at.
You're
Nate says
right.
we may see the Mafex Hush Batman by 2021. Yeah,
Yeah.
if you're lucky. Jared says I plan on doing another toy hunt this time at Walmart, hopefully soon. That's awesome, dude. Keep them up. Most wanted Marvel Legend figure from Josh Pence. They hit a lot of the ones I wanted this year.
Yeah.
Like Iceman, I really wanted an update
Oh,
on.
he's
White
great.
Storm, I wanted an update on. Long Shot.
Long
I know it's a
Shot.
long shot.
I want him really bad.
But I want Long Shot.
Oh.
Like I really wanted an updated Long Shot.
Because I read the comics about him on
Mhm.
videos. It's awesome. He's awesome.
Yeah, you're like all caught up on the trades. Well, I know I got you Essential 9, right?
Yeah, I'm
You
not
read
on
that
there
yet?
yet.
I wanted the 90s X-Men. They finished that this year, so that's all my most wanted figures out this year.
Yeah, I mean they hit a lot of good ones this
So,
year, especially for X-Men.
yeah.
That's,
They
I
just
mean,
like,
like, X-Men's
Major
my
X
favorite
for you?
team. The only time.
he's a pipe dream.
Yeah, but would that be a most wanted?
Major
Would you
X
actually
is
put
high
that?
up.
Yeah.
Major X is high up. I mean, I love Major X, but I don't think he's actually going to get made.
Right.
And I think that
Custom.
Long Shot deserves it more at this point. A Long Shot would be really great. An update on Angel would be really good too,
Mhm.
like a regular
Okay.
Angel.
Oh,
Not making
um,
it?
oh, Vincent D'Onofrio Kingpin
Okay,
is my
yeah.
most wanted.
Oh, that would be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, they made Angel like in the all new X-Men set, like the original outfit of Angel. I'm talking about like Angel when he was in the Defenders and
They made Archangel.
yeah, I know that, but I'm saying like a X Factor style, like the red
Yeah,
and white
before-
outfit, blue and
Before
white
he turned
outfit.
into Archangel.
Yeah. Updated
Little.
Toad is really good.
Yeah, that would be good.
They haven't made Toad in a while.
It's Joe H. What's up, dude? Did I get the Ghostbusters MP Prime? I did not. I am tempted to pick him up at some point, but it's kind of one of those things where maybe I'll just wait to see if one of them comes to the toy department. I really don't want to fight for him on San Diego. And while he's cool, the real focus for me is Ectotron. Wake up. So the real focus for me is Ectotron. I don't know if I really need the MP Prime or not. I guess we'll see how things go. Robert Justifan says, I always felt Marvel figures were lacking, but their huge characters were awesome. Juggernaut, Hulk, and Colossus come to mind. That's very true.
Oh, I want that.
I really like Marvel Select still. Like, I'm still a big Marvel Select fan, and I really look forward to those releases. They don't come out as often. You can't complete as many teams. But as far as the characters go, I think I sometimes prefer those figures to what Marvel Legends does, because one is a collector line and one's a mass market line. My favorite is McFarlane's Spidey, and not just because I got it for $6. I legit love it. It is a really cool figure. It's a really, really cool figure. My most wanted is Punisher War Machine. It looks like that might happen. Yeah, that's the rumor, JCC. It is coming. 1970 Storm for Joe. Yeah, that's a good one, dude.
I feel
that's a
that
really
happen.
good one.
That probably will.
Yeah, that's like the last. Her and Banshee. Her and Banshee are the last two from the giant size X-Men. Oh, Thunderbird.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't do him either.
No, they did Warhawk or what?
They did
Did they do
Warpath.
Warpath.
Okay.
They did Warpath. That was a while ago.
Yeah.
In the 2-packs.
Oh, I'm gonna expand on mine a little bit. I said D'Onofrio Kingpin. I also want it to be a 2-pack with Black Suit Daredevil from the third season.
Yeah, that'd be fun. I don't know if they're going to do any more
They
Netflix
won't.
though. It's like over
yeah,
now.
it's over. But that's that would be my most wanted.
Pence is in agreement. Yeah, I know you still dig the X-Men for Legends for sure. Like that's still a focus of yours. They're just killing it with the X-Men right now. Robert Justifan says I want to figure that weird Glop character talking with Wolverine. Weird Gloop character. Are you talking about Dupe?
Oh.
Are you talking about Dupe?
Could be
Because they made one. Toy Biz made one.
with Deadpool, right? He came with Deadpool.
Yeah, he came with Deadpool a while back. Talking with Wolverine. I don't know. Yeah, that's Dupe. It kind of looks like Slimer. That's Dupe. Toy Biz made one of those, and it came with a Deadpool.
It's actually really good.
Yeah, I have him. He's right there.
It's
He's got
actually
the
a really
Ecstatics
good
logo on it.
figure.
It really is. He's kind of expensive now, but you gotta buy that Deadpool. Vic Man, what's up, dude? Who is your favorite D-list bad villain that you wish they make an action figure of? For me, it's the Red Ghost and his stupid apes. That's really a tough question. D-list bad villain. Arcade, probably from X. I don't know if you consider him a bad villain, but yeah, he's just so like he's got that big. Yeah, exactly. He's got that big white tux with that big bow tie. I mean, he's like a D-list X-Men villain, but I would love it.
Like a lesser
tier one for sure. He's not like Apocalypse or Magneto or something like that. Don't fall asleep, Freddy will get you. Whoa, that guy's. You better watch out, dude. Nate Plyman says, "Did you guys get the Family Matters 3-pack?" I did. It is awesome. A lot of people are criticizing a lot of stuff about it. I don't see the same criticism that other people are seeing when I'm reading online. I think it's a great set, and I think it's awesome for $60. I'll eventually get around to reviewing it. I actually got 2 sets because I want to put one of the Quicksilvers with X Factor and one with the Brotherhood. And then I did the tweak that the Foosh talked about with removing the helmets on Magneto and kind of getting them to sit lower. That's the only thing I could see about changing. There was a question that went by about Ghostbusters and I missed it. They're going by fast now. Did a 1970s X-Men box set, I'd be down. I would too. Dude, you made it to Arkansas. Last time I saw you post, since you were on the way through Tennessee, maybe? You're making good time, dude. Are you excited Paul Rudd is going to be in the new Ghostbusters movie? Yeah, Scott, we talked about it earlier in the podcast, and I'm digging it. I think he's awesome. Hope all is well. That's you're talking to Cincy there. Penn says, do you own any 1/6 scale figures? If not, which one would you like to be your first? I do own some 1/6 scale. The ones I have on display right now are the Wolverine from Wolverine, Deadpool Hot Toys, Colossus from Toys Era. Thoughts on Josh Pence? He's all right. Let's see.
He's getting out of collecting.
He's getting out. I don't know if you heard or not. He's getting out of the allegiance. So now's your chance, since he'll mail them to you. I have the Toys Era Magneto. I've got the Magnet. I got Quicksilver, and I haven't put them out. The Mechanical. I got mostly X characters right now, and I have a couple others here and there.
What's Colossus called?
He's called the Steel. He's called the Steel. Surprised we haven't got a Nimrod or Nemesis Build-A-Figure.
Oh,
we have got.
cool.
No, they did do a Nemesis Build-A-Figure. Hasbro did do one before.
Mm-hmm.
I have that one. But I am also surprised they haven't done Nimrod. That's
That
a
would
great
be a
one.
cool
That's a really good one.
Mimic would be a cool one. Like
Mimic
from the
would be
early,
really cool.
Yeah.
Josh Pence asks, am I glad Cincy Nerd is gone? Only in the regard that maybe I can take that name from him now, because from what I hear, the trademark's going to lapse now that he's going to be Texas Nerd. He's going to be Houston Nerd. Or Dallas Nerd. I'm not really sure what he is. He's going to be something. He should totally keep Cincy Nerd. He should not get rid of that. Let's see. New on the CW, you saw Flash, then Supergirl, then Batwoman. Now the CW brings you drumroll, clang. I don't know what that means. Let's see. Hey, Carnage. Detective Chimp. Yeah, Detective Chimp would be... I'd watch that show. Scatshot says, I've never really heard you talk about Transformers. Do you have any Transformers figures? This dude is the biggest Transformers fan amongst the three of us.
I have one.
Yeah, and I've got two.
I've got like
I'll have
30,
three soon.
30 maybe.
Yeah, you buy the current line,
That
which is
great.
Siege.
Yeah, it's
Siege
I have
War
a
Cybertron?
little bit of the other one.
Yeah.
You have quite a bit of the other one.
Yeah, you do. You have Titans Return. You've got Power of the Primes. You've got a lot of them. I only have Studio Series, Bumblebee Movie, Prime, and Bumblebee. I love that Prime so much.
I have a Prime like that, but
Yeah.
it's awesome. I
You got
love
the
those.
Siege one.
I'll
Those
buy
are, that's
Ectotron.
great. And then we're all going to try and get Ectotron,
Oh,
I think.
Ectotron.
Okay, where am I? How do you feel about the Mezco Batman 89? Hopefully they make a Batwheel to go with him and a Catwoman. Ian, I'm very excited about the Mezco Batman 89. The pictures, right now, it looks like it rivals the Hot Toys. It looks like it might be a better figure overall than the Hot Toys was. We'll see about production. We'll see. Master of the Wicked 89 says, hey guys, and we say, hey back. JH says, Siege rules. It does indeed, Joe. Nate Plowman says, I'm still mixing the head from a Juggernaut Build-A-Figure, so hopefully the Colossus Juggernaut 2-pack heads fit. It looks like that head is exactly the same sculpt-wise, but the coloring is going to be different. Please go away, this message that just popped on my computer. Ripping Bucks kicks butt? I don't even know what that means, dude. Let's see. Cincy, I'd be all over that Nimrod. Yes, I would also be all over that Nimrod. I'm very confused. Cincy and Josh have this little they have a little secret conversation happening right now. And then Venkman's retracting messages, so I think he's getting in on the secrets. Let's see. Iron Bison says, I know we keep bouncing back to GB this podcast. I'm always happy with bouncing back to Ghostbusters. But I'm excited at the idea of all the possible merch we may get next year, similar to 2016. Hopefully Ecto Cooler may come back.
I was about to say my biggest hope is Ecto Cooler coming back.
That's my biggest hope as well. They kind of teased that something was going to happen. They did that whole
and now
secret
that the
message
new
thing.
movie's coming out, it probably would help.
Yeah, I'm going to buy a lot of Ecto
like
Coolers.
you did last time.
You
We
gotta
had
stack
Ecto
up on
Cooler
it.
for a year after it was out.
I was drinking it.
Yeah.
I was drinking it expired, man.
Yeah, well, we all were. We had it for like a year after it was gone.
I'll tell you what. When Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins came in the first time, and I had Ecto Coolers there with them, they each only took one sip of their Ecto Coolers because they're like, we can't drink this stuff. They have to stick to this whole diet and regime thing. I was like, I'm not wasting those. And I took them both, and I drank them both after. I wasn't about to waste that Ecto Cooler.
And now they're starting to taste gross.
They did. I tried the last ones I had, and I was like, okay, they're gone. So I really need a restock on the Ecto Coolers. Master of the Wicked 89 says, picked up the new Deadpool figure from Build-A-Figure Sasquatch line today. That's a good Deadpool. That is a good Deadpool. Sure. Robert Justifan says, have third-party primes, MPP-10Z, the Mini Hybrid Prime, and the MP-10 CS Prime. That's a lot of letters. I don't really know all those things. I know that my buddy Matt at the warehouse, he's constantly getting in that third-party stuff, and he shows it to me every time he gets one in. And I'm constantly amazed by the efforts and the abilities of these third parties to do such good Transformers for so cheap. Bill Tackett says, top 5 G1 Transformers characters. Hot Rod for, in no certain order, I'm just going to name these out. Hot Rod, Soundwave, Prime, Megatron, Jazz.
You guys
go ahead.
It's pretty much the same top 5 as yours, but I also want to throw in as an honorable mention. People don't like this one, but I like Perceptor.
Perceptor's cool.
I like Perceptor.
I like when he got beat up in the Transformers movie.
Yeah.
And he's like, they're all beating him up. What's yours?
Mine's like yours.
Mine's like, okay.
I'd add Perceptor and maybe Blaster in.
Blaster's okay.
Blaster.
No way, two can play. Jaren says, I looked in my basement and found all of my 2007. I lost it. Sorry. Oh, Okay.
It's gone.
Sorry, James. He left, so I apologize. Or he's ignoring me. He's talking about Cincy, Texas? Nerd. Did that Dazzler push you to the rest of the Marvel Legends? Tell Bobby I said sorry. Hey, Brendan, what's up, dude? Mr. Scary 90 says hopefully Hector Cooler gets distributed properly
yeah,
this
I know,
time.
It was hard to find
It
that
was.
First.
Since he's making a shirt for Josh Pence. Since he says, imagine being a WWE wrestler and not knowing what a carb tastes like. Yeah, they were very much not wanting to drink the Hector Coolers. And I was like, I don't care. You guys got to drink these Hector Coolers. And so they did it for the picture and everything, and they immediately were like, can't drink the rest of this. Dude, I couldn't do that. Like, I enjoy stuff too much. Like, for me to not be able to have stuff that I want to have. Iron Bison says, James, I'm going to assume you have some G1 TFs, but your sons have any of their own. I don't think either one of them has any G1s.
I have a reissue of a G1, but that's it.
You have a reissue Hot Rod. Do you have a
What's a
reissue Hot Rod? Like the stuff that I had when I was a
Like
kid.
the originals.
Like the originals.
original line.
No, I don't have it.
You have a reissue of Hot Rod. Yeah, I think all the stuff he's got. Well, it's all like the G1 designs. Like that's the things he's most interested in because you watch the Transformers movie and the old Transformers cartoons.
I don't like the new one.
Yeah, he doesn't really like the movie stuff or anything like
Like
that.
the cartoon movie is what he's
Yeah.
talking
I'm talking about the the
Yeah.
cartoon.
You like all that older stuff, so anything you recognize from those older things you've watched is what he gets into. Venkman says, I only collect vintage G1 Transformers, and I'm specifically trying to complete the core 84 arc crew, but I'm not against getting reissues of certain characters. That's awesome, dude. And right now is the best time. I think Transformers is killing it when it comes to bringing back those old designs and making them work for a new generation. Master Wicked 89 says, James, I sent you a pic of a classic Robin I picked up today. I can't identify him. Was wondering if you know which line or wave it's from. I didn't see the message yet, dude, but I'll check it out. I can't. Well, maybe I can. Where'd you send it to me at, man? Did you send it to Facebook? If you didn't send it to Facebook, send it to Facebook, man. I'll take a look at it. What do we got here? Oh, I see it right now. Hang on, dude. Hang on.
Oh, it's not working.
It's okay. It's okay. It's gonna be okay. Hold on one sec, dude. I'm gonna go into my messenger right now and see if I can spot it. Brian King. Oh, this is a DC Direct figure, dude. This looks like a DC Direct figure. I'd have to look and see which line it's from, though. Man, that looks like maybe customized. This looks customized, man. I'll take a closer look at it later. Send me some better pictures front and back. Alright. Sideswipe and Hot Rod, my faves growing up from Joe. That's awesome, dude. Did Trax die in the movie? Tell me he didn't. I can't remember, man. I'd have to look. I'd slowly eat cheese puffs in front of them. It's, exactly. You just gotta eat what you want, man. They're working out so much it wouldn't even matter, dude. Since he says my road diet, or Josh says, been there, done that. Eating healthy is for fools. Yeah, who needs that stuff, dude? Since he says my road diet today consists of Dunkin' Donuts, McDonald's, and Pizza Hut. But I have to eat some of the Girl Scout cookies. You're doing great, dude. Hashtag diabetes. Get your blood. What does he used to say? Wilford Brimley, check your blood sugar, check it often, or something like that. JCC says, got a balance. Great stream, guys. See you, dude.
See ya.
Thanks for stopping by. Loved Cosmos. Actually
Oh,
found
he's a cool one,
Cosmos
yeah.
as a kid. Like, me and my buddy were playing in a playground, and we were watching girls play softball because we were
Yeah, like.
we were,
What, 10-year-old?
we were like 10-year-old boys. We were like, look at these girls play softball, and I looked down in the dirt, and there was a Cosmos kind of half buried in the dirt, and that's how I got my Cosmos. Was like, dude, that's Cosmos, and I dug him out of the ground. Jaron says he's waiting on his pizza while watching this. What'd you order, dude? Mr. Scary 90 says, I really hope they issue the original Megatron, but somehow I doubt they will because of the gun element. Yeah, that's not happening here in the States,
No.
man.
Sadly. That'd be a cool one to reissue.
Yeah, send me some more pics, man. I want to check that out. What are your least favorite Transformers guys besides Bayformers, which I despise? I also don't like the Trio F Armada toys. My Facebook, just look me up at James Sawyer. You'll see me dressed as a Ghostbuster. That's me. Okay. I don't really know which ones I don't like the most. Ones I will say the one I expected not to like and I loved was Transformers Animated.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that was actually a lot of fun.
I think you're too young to remember it. But there was a show. Yeah, you remember it.
I had a lot of those when the line was out.
Yeah, when I first saw the designs, I was like, "Oh, this is crazy.
It
This
was
is
weird.
so weird."
Designs, yeah.
And I loved the
Yeah.
show, and I loved the toys. You might remember it a little bit.
think I made
You might remember.
Rewatched the Soundwave episode recently. I watched that.
Weird
that
Al
one, the
Yankovic
weird,
did the weird.
really weird Soundwave.
No, the Soundwave
He was
awesome.
cool. He was
oh, no,
awesome,
I'm
dude.
thinking of a different cartoon.
Yeah,
I hated this one.
Yeah, you may not remember. Yeah, I don't. I don't think anybody hates this one. I think everybody loves Transformers
Because I
animated.
hated that cartoon.
Maybe you did hate it. Maybe you're weird.
It might not be that one.
It's probably not that
Because
one.
Soundwave was not looking like Soundwave at all.
Then it probably wasn't this one because he looked like.
He looked like Soundwave. Like he transformed into like a Scion basically, but he was very much like Soundwave. A vehicle. It's a car type.
He was a boombox in this still, though.
Okay, then it wasn't this. He wasn't a boombox.
And he was a boombox the whole time.
It wasn't
then
this.
It wasn't this.
It wasn't this.
Face.
What's that?
He didn't even have a face.
It wasn't this then. You're not talking about this. Let me get caught up. My favorite DC Direct is Alex Ross stuff, The Kingdom Come of Justice. I was just talking about this with my comic shop guy, Bob, and I miss how good DC Direct used to really be.
Yeah, they had some cool. Dark Knight Returns was
They
a
did
good
some
one.
awesome
Yeah.
stuff. They did some really cool stuff that really looks like that it's art, like it was based off the art. The Alex Ross Justice
Hush.
line, the Kingdom Come line, Hush, the Dark Knight Returns stuff,
That,
Elseworld stuff,
that Batman Gotham by Gaslight is still my favorite Batman.
the
figure.
New Frontier stuff. All that stuff was just like really cool, and I miss those days where they used to take chances and actually follow through on them. Nowadays, it's like they show something and it just doesn't happen. Whoa, dude, order Domino's and go watch Team NT 1990 on Blu-ray. I hope that he's 2 minutes late so you can get $3 off. Transformers Prime is a real good show. It got me back into collecting TFs. I didn't watch that one. I
What
watched
is
that
it?
one. Transformers Prime.
Oh, okay.
Jaron says, I love Transformers animated. What?
I don't know.
Time's up. $3 off. Joe didn't like Transformers animated. Sorry, LOL. You need to retry it because it was good. Robert Just a Fan says, what was that weird Transformers that was a flying shark that talked? It was weird. I think that was like Cyber Shark or something like that from Cyber Bite. Maybe it was Cyber Bite. I can't remember his name. From like Transmetal's Beast Wars is what you're talking about, maybe. Beckman says, I actually have a vintage original 84 Magatron and even the original box, even if it's a little beat up. I remember getting that for my birthday and running around the neighborhood with that gun and like sneaking up behind things and like pointing at cars that drove by. And I think back on that, I'm like, that would never happen nowadays.
Yeah.
Like you would never. It just, I mean, that gun had like this like scope
Yeah.
and this armrest and stuff, and it looked like a real gun. And just like running around the neighborhood and like holding it and like taking it to school in my backpack, and that's just never gonna happen nowadays.
Nothing happened back then.
No, nothing back then. Nobody cared. They made these guns called Intertech water guns that were like Uzis, and they looked like Uzis.
I've seen pictures.
So yeah, it's a totally different time now. Let's see. Bill Tackett says Transformers line was very toyetic. Got to bounce. Great to see you. Great seeing you too, Bill. Don't be a stranger, dude. I hope to see your family again at the toy department on a Saturday sometime. Master Wicked 89 says I agree. Looks like a custom. It's not a bad custom though, dude. It looks from the picture you sent me. It looks like a good custom. So I'll double check it though. But it looks sharp to me.
The Bulkhead figure in that line was cool.
Bulkhead
It
was
had,
awesome.
Like,
It had a
hacker
headmaster
guy.
thing
Yeah,
that could pop in
Yeah.
off and on. Iron Bison says, I think I've said too much in your previous videos and live streams, but I love your Kinder Batman interviews. That being said, do you have them displayed anywhere or gently put away somewhere? Gently put away somewhere. That's why I have them right now. I just kind of cycle through my displays. So when I have it put away, I do it very gingerly. Master Wicked says, I didn't like Beast Wars, couldn't get into it. I also wasn't a huge Beast Wars fan. That's probably one of my least favorites too. Skybite, Robots in Disguise. Thank you so much, dude. I kept on thinking Cyber something. I said Cyberbite. Thanks, Brendan. Comic Shop is an original Megatron complete for $200. Depends on what kind of condition it is. That might not be a bad price. No orange tip. That might be or is it a reissue or is it an original? Because they did a reissue, and most of those had the orange tips. Had to be plugged in nowadays. Joe says, gotta go. See you later. All I do is remember the Intertech gun. Also, I do remember the Intertech guns. Way cool. See you, Joe.
See ya.
Robert Justin Fan says, I always wondered who the heck fits inside Cosmos. Certainly not Prime. Yeah, size changes on those G1
Yeah.
Transformers. Like, it's like, I'm gonna transform dudes and never jump inside me. And it's like, wait a second, you were smaller than me in robot form. How do I now fit inside you? Those water guns were awesome. I used to have one. They were indeed. Wise man say forgiveness is fine. Never pay full price for late pizza. Very true. Teacher Seductive Steve. Hello, gentlemen. Hello, Mr. Seductive. Beckman says, oh, good grief. Really, James? You brought Megatron to school? Heck yeah, I did. I brought Megatron to school. Now, it was fine back then. not so fun nowadays. Master Rick 89 says it was original. That's awesome, dude. Okay, so now we're all caught up. The other thing from those figures that have already hit in the Philippines was Wolverine's got new claws.
Oh, really?
I don't know if you guys, I don't know if you've seen the picture or not.
I haven't seen it.
Are they more curved?
I just saw it.
Or...
They're bigger.
Oh,
They're
okay.
like wider and bigger. This is the Wolverine that's in the Wendigo set. I don't know about the retro cardback one, but he's got bigger claws. It looks like the same sculpt of the figure for the most part, but his claws are much wider.
Is that a good thing or bad?
I don't know. They look straighter. Like the picture the guy had, he had them like this, and the claws looked very straight, but they did look really big.
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious if they'll be able to pop off and fit on other Wolverines.
Yeah, that's the problem.
That
Though.
did
Pop
look kind
off
of cool
always
in the
make them
Tiger
like
Stripe
go
Wolverine.
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah, but I mean, they pop off, but they look bigger. So maybe that's what they did to make them bigger, so they would look straighter. But I don't want to have to upgrade all my other Wolverines.
That's beat.
I mean,
buying a
different
ton of
artists drew
claws.
it different ways. So.
Yeah, that's true. And I'm curious if maybe I can pop off those wider ones and put some of the older ones on there, just so that all my Wolverines match.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. If anybody else saw those pictures, let me know what you think. They're just now hitting. They just started hitting yesterday. The close-up pictures on the Marvel Legends Philippines Facebook page. Nightcrawler looks great. The production, like the guy in Nightcrawler pictured, yeah.
Oh, I love
I wish I could show you guys my phone. I'd show you the picture. I should have sent it to
it.
you.
Everyone's probably dead by now.
No, it's almost dead because it's 9:42. So we're gonna have to wrap this up pretty soon. I'm gonna catch a few more questions here, but I think we've talked about everything we need to talk about. Let's see. Robert Just Fan says, I wanted to see an episode where Astro Train transforms and Trypticon goes inside him and is scratching their heads. There's so many things. Like Megatron transforms with a gun and Starscream holds him.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
That's not how that works.
How does this work, guys?
Just
Since he
had a hollow
says,
inside.
yeah, exactly. Well, Teacher Seductive Steve says, hey James, hopefully I'll be paying the store a visit at the end of July. Love to see all the goods. You're getting close to my birthday if you're showing up at the end of July. My birthday is August 4th. So
Just go on that day.
if you're coming close to my birthday, just make sure you wish me a happy birthday, because I love my birthday. Since he says, unpopular opinion, I freaking hate the fight at the end of Captain America Civil War between Tony, Cap, and Buck. Every time I watch it, I get annoyed. Whoa! That is an unpopular opinion. We have the unpopular opinion that we don't really like the end of Endgame that much with Cap. I don't know. Well, I guess it's maybe not that unpopular. Because it seemed like a lot of people also don't dig.
I think I have the unpopular opinion of like just thinking Endgame is a very mediocre movie. Like
I'm kind of in the same boat. The Endgame is sort of, I love that fight between Tony, Cap, and Bucky though.
Yeah, I loved it.
I thought that was awesome.
One of the best.
That's crazy, man. I'm kind of glad you left Cincinnati now. I'm just joking about that part. Let's see. Master Wicked says, found a 9.2 grade Spider-Man versus Punisher for $300. First appearance of Punisher variant cover. Oh. Wait, what? First appearance of Punisher variant cover. Is it like the reprint? Oh, I know what you're talking about. That's like the reprint thing. 9.2 is a great grade though, man. Iron Bison says I joined late today, so I'm not sure if you gave your thoughts on the DS. We did. Citizen Ghost Pack. I know about a single DS figure, but this may change that. I do wish Kenner made these back then. I highly recommend the Real Ghostbusters set from Diamond Select Toys. I think they're awesome. Some people kind of dog them, but I think they're great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're those. I think they're awesome. And I think the set looks cool. Let's see. Imagine deleted scene. Cap says Bucky. And imagine deleted scene. Cap said Bucky said hi. I don't know what that means, man. Bucky says hi. Tony acts so uncharacteristically throughout the movie. I kind of agree with that. That Tony's character is sort of different throughout the movie. I did really love, though, because I try to put myself in Tony's shoes in that moment, and you find out that the guy standing right next to you killed your mom and your dad, and this guy over here that was your friend knew about it, you would lose it. You would totally lose it, man. Bucky asks how your dad, that's rough. And Tony is unlikable in a lot of the movie, but in that moment, I'm kind of with him. I'm like, if I was confronted by the guy that killed my parents,
and
my best friend knew about it and didn't tell me, I would lose it too. So I need to get you a gift. Then what's on your wish list? What do you mean, dude?
Because you said it's his birthday.
Oh no! You don't have to give me a gift. You don't have to give me a gift. Nobody gets me a gift. I just like for people to say happy birthday to me. That's all. I love my birthday. Cap's a stand-up guy. Yeah, he is. They may throw a joke along with whole Big Light Loud for me. Yes.
Yeah, that was one of my biggest problems with
Yes.
the movie.
Big Dub, you should have squeezed it while you were in there, buddy. Because it's sold, buddy. Some guy burned a bunch of stuff to trade and walked away with the Toy Fair Mezco blade. He was out of there with it. Let's see. Ed Norton is the best Hulk ever. I agree with that.
Yeah,
But thanks for joining, Big Dub. I was right in the midst of watching your birthday biscuits video for Pence, and then I was like, holy crap, I got to charge my phone because we're live streaming tonight. So I had to turn it off midway throw. But man, it was a really enjoyable video. If anybody hasn't subscribed to Big Dub's channel, it's an awesome channel.
Yeah.
It's really fun. I haven't told this in person, Big Dub, but I love your voice, man. You should do voiceover stuff. So it's a really fun channel. He's a really cool dude. And he did this awesome thing for Josh Pence where he actually drove here to Ohio to surprise him for his birthday. And that's the latest video. Where was that? Yeah, plus Tony tried to warn them about Thanos. Tony did try and warn them about Thanos. That's very true. Yeah, I know I made a poor choice and now I must do the walk of shame. It's gone, buddy. It's gone. No one listened because of Ultron. I completely agree with that. Tony was sort of misunderstood. Big Dub is going to be James' birthday. When you guys see him, what should we do? It's a sign, gentlemen. You don't have to drive up for my birthday. You don't have to do that. You can wish me a birthday online. Online birthday wishes are just as good. Well, they're not just as good, but they're
adequate.
They're fine. They're adequate. Happy early belated birthday, James. You just blew my mind. So you wish me birthday for last year and birthday for this year. Iron Bison says, gotta throw out the trash, so I gotta go. You guys have a great night. I hope to see you again next Sunday. Same bat time, same bat YouTube channel. This is our 6th one
Yeah,
in a
we
row.
actually kept it going in a row.
Kept it going. Yeah, so let's just keep it rolling, man. Next Sunday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We sit and chat for like an hour and a half, and we're coming up on that time. We're probably going to have to cut it off soon. Hour and a half. We love talking toys. We love talking comics. Type to James Sawyer on Facebook. Don't see it. Can you text it? I don't know, dude. I don't know. Just look up James Sawyer on there. I'm on there. Look for a guy in a Ghostbuster uniform. When's my birthday? August 4th.
I beat you on July 14th.
You're July 14th. But come on. It's adult stuff right now.
Okay.
We're talking about my birthday.
Right.
You get plenty of stuff for your birthday. You're still a kid, so you still get lots of attention for your birthday. When we get older like me, we gotta get that attention. We gotta pull it in. Let's see. Happy early birthday for 2020, James. Thanks, Cincy. Dude, you're way in advance. That way I know how to spell it. You spelled it right, man. It's James Sawyer. JamesSawyer. That's it, dude. You got me. Oh, I think we just hit 20%. Can you hit the thing on the camera? Hold on one second.
Yep, it is.
The 20% signal just showed up, so that means that we're running out of time. Enjoy these. You guys are great. Thank you so much, Robert. Just a fan. Gotta work tomorrow. You guys take care. I sent those around picture messenger. Thank you for your opinion on it. I'll try and get to it tomorrow, dude. Mondays are usually crazy for me, but I'll take a look at it this week for sure. Big Dub and Cincy are now going to talk to each other. I know I got to charge my phone. It just went to 20%, which means I got to go. Your freeze frame is my second favorite to your exit now. Yeah, the freeze frame is great. What are your thoughts on the Optimus Prime Ghostbuster crossover toy? It looks really cool, but I don't need to buy a Masterpiece Prime. But I have a feeling he's going to show up in the comic like that, and if he does, then it's a whole different story. And at this point, we got to cut it off because my phone is dying. So we got to go, guys. Thank you guys all so much for showing up again. Really enjoy these. Have a great time talking to you guys. I don't know what that means. Can we get Mike on next week? Mike doesn't get on these things. Be well. Take care, YouTube friends. Great stream. See you guys next Sunday. See everybody next Sunday. Thank you guys again for showing up. This is so much fun to talk to you guys. Really have a great time there. Thank you guys for the birthday wishes. Your birthday before mine, and I'm getting all the birthday wishes before you. Gotta love that.
Oh, we're gonna be streaming. My birthday's on a Sunday this year, so we'll be streaming on.
We're streaming on your birthday. Yeah. All right, cool. Bring cake. Okay, we gotta go. Thank you guys so much again. It's really an awesome time with you guys. In case you're watching this and it's not during the time when we're actually live, YouTube Big Dub. Squeeze it. We do it 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time Sunday nights. So if you're catching this and it's not live, show up next Sunday at 8:30 and you'll catch us live. It's a good time. It's sometimes the stuff goes by so fast I don't catch it all, but I try my best.
Yeah, it went by.
So right,
Yeah.
anything to add?
No.
Nothing to add?
No.
All right, dudes. Thank you guys. Happy 4th of July to you guys too. Right?
Yep.
Maybe next time we'll do like a
4th of July.
4th of July type theme.
It'll be happy
Or we
14th.
you have 4th of July off, so maybe we could. No, we should
No.
stick to Sundays.
Yeah, we'll stick to Sundays. We'll
Unless
stick to
Stranger
Sundays.
Things comes out that day.
Yeah, you'll be
Yeah.
zoned. All right. Now's my favorite time. My wife's favorite time of the show. We're trying to kind of scoot out nonchalantly.
Drive.
See you
Turn
guys.
it off. So see you guys. Just gonna squeeze it over to here. Just gonna go over to here. All right. Just gonna go around and press this button over here. See you guys.